Hey everyone, I want to talk about increasing milk supply. Okay, so there are these 3 products that came very highly rated, I guess you would say, that I purchased and I received about a week ago. And I really like them a lot. And I'm very excited about them, but I have some questions about them that I can't easily find by typing my question into Google. You know, being a new mom, he's 3 months old now. That's kind of like my go-to is Google, and I know maybe that's not a good idea. But I usually find what I want to find, but with these products in particular, it's been kind of like, it's up in the air. So I want to go through these things and I want to see if you guys have the answers to my questions, and if you do, it would mean a lot to me if you could comment below and kind of educate me a little bit. So like I said, Sunny is 3 months old, meaning my 12 weeks is up and I have to go back to work, unfortunately, because leaving him has been really hard. But on top of that, I need to worry about pumping at work, which is another stress. And that's been difficult. So I've been working about 6 hours a day. I pump about twice. And I understand to increase your milk supply, you should be pumping more often. But when first returning to work, in my work environment, it's just been kind of hard. So I got these products. The first one I never thought I would ever get. I thought, when I was pregnant, I said, this looks like the most useless thing I've ever seen. It looks like a lot of work, and there's mechanical pumps. It's called a silicone breast pump. So, but one of the blogs that I read was she uses this while feeding her baby. So instead of feeding your baby on one side and then the letdown on the other side just being wasted into a breast pad. And this is all about, these products are about not wasting your milk, because like I need as much as I can get. She puts this on her other side and it just catches all the milk, and I was like, wow, you know, that's a great idea. So I got this, and the first time I used it, I think I collected like 2 ounces. And that to me is magic, because after a feeding session, then I have to worry about getting my pump out, making sure all the parts are clean, and I would squeeze out like an ounce. And by then I'm just like a raisin, and I feel just depleted, and it's just kind of been a pain. But this thing, you stick on while he's eating, it stays on, and then when he's done, you have milk, and like you can add it to your milk supply. It's like effortless. So it's amazing. But my question is, if he starts on my left and this is on my right, and this gets like 2 ounces out of my right side, and he's ready to switch over to my right side, is he not getting much milk? Like, but then I think in my head, well, if this wasn't here, then it would all be going into a breast pad. It's kind of confusing. Should I be squeezing this and suctioning it on because I know that draws out more milk, or should I just have it there to catch something? My concern is that he wouldn't be getting much out of the right side, and that defeats the purpose. You know, like I do want to collect milk, but I also want to feed him in the moment and get him what he needs. So educate me on this, because it's amazing and I love it. I got it off of Amazon, by the way. I think it's the Be Kind. I'll link it down below. But please let me know about this. The next one is talked about a lot, and I guess what annoyed me about these was when people would show them they're in their box, and it was like, what the heck do they look like? I want to see them. I want to see you put them on yourself, but that's inappropriate. So I wanted to show you, but I thought of maybe using a water balloon, but we don't have any of those lying around the house. But this is what they look like. They're called LilyPadz, and people rave about them, and I can see why. They are so not like your disposable pads. I'm really sick of filling up my garbage can of disposable pads. I'm all about buying things that I can reuse, things that have value, things that last a long time. And I don't like a lot of waste in my house. But so I got these and I put them on, and I was like, wow, this is next level. Like, this is heaven, because when you have your baby, you are like cemented to your bra. And before then, I was used to taking off my bra to sleep and just like having moments of freedom. But because you leak so much, you have to have the pads there, and which requires you to have a bra on. So anyways, plus these are so thin and they adhere, and I thought, it's silicone, what if I leak? And what they say about these is that the way that you put it on, like here's the adhesive side. So the way that you put on, you kind of turn it inside out, and then you take your finger and you depress your nipple down. So if this is your nipple, and then, so you push it in, and then you kind of like bring it on over your breast. So the whole idea is that it prevents you from leaking, and it goes along with the whole saving your milk theme. So I was all about it, but I wore it for a night, and then I wore it the next day at work, and the issue I came across was it didn't prevent me from leaking. There was milk that was coming out, and there was a spot on my shirt, which hasn't happened my whole, postpartum life. So what do I do with these? How do I use these every day but not leak? Or I read somewhere maybe I need to wait a little bit to wear something like this. I don't really know. So maybe you can let me know, because I really love them and I love the idea of them. Oh, what I was saying before, you could go braless with these. They stay on your breast, and they don't need a bra keeping them next to your body. So please tell me about this. When should I wear it? Do I need to wait a couple more months? How do I prevent leaking? What do I do? The next item is something that you take orally. It's called Let There Be Milk. I got it I got it from Mother Love. I think I got it from Amazon, but it was sent from Mother Love or something like that. It's a tincture, and I didn't know anything about these before I got this, because basically it says it can double or triple your supply within 48 hours. I've been drinking the mother's milk tea, and I didn't really see much of a change in my supply. So I know that this would be more potent. There were great reviews about it, other than it tasted bad. And I'll do anything to increase my supply. I could care less if I just don't care what things taste like. I will do anything. So that didn't hinder me from buying this. But I got it and I immediately took it the wrong way. Later I find out, don't put the drops in the back of your throat. It could burn you, blah, blah, blah. That's what I ended up doing. I survived, but it tastes like alcohol, and I was surprised, but I thought, oh, it's just really potent herbs or something. And then I look at the ingredients. Let's see. There's fenugreek seed, goat's root herb, fresh marshmallow root, red raspberry leaf, and blessed thistle herb. It's all organic. And then under other ingredients, it says deionized water and grain alcohol. and it says in parentheses 37 to 47% by volume. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Does it mean that 37 to 47% of this bottle is alcohol, or that percentage is what you're consuming out of the drops that you take every time? Okay, so I got on the site, and I have something to refer to, but I'm like, alcohol, why are you taking alcohol? I don't drink alcohol ever anyway, but I'm breastfeeding. Why would I be consuming alcohol while I'm breastfeeding? And this is for breastfeeding. So I was like, there has to be a reason. And there's a lot of like hullabaloo talk, you know, scientific things about tinctures, and alcohol is what is most effective at drawing out the, you know, the benefits of herbs or whatever. And I get that. But so there was a thing on the Mother Love site, and it says that, let's see, basically, each time you take this, so it suggests 20 to 40 drops, like 1 to 5 times a day. Yeah. You're consuming about 15 drops of alcohol per dose. They said in total, the amount of alcohol in our 2-ounce tinctures is equivalent to drinking 1 glass of wine over the course of 2 weeks. It also says on the site that the amount of alcohol you consume when you when you take this is equivalent to eating a very ripe banana. So that statement right there made me think like, okay, you know, that's okay. And there was something else. Oh, it just explains, I already explained that about using alcohol to make it as potent as possible. But there's also an alcohol-free option. I'm just wondering, the site says it's safe, and it's so little that it's not going to transfer to your baby through the breast milk. But of all the times to ever drink alcohol, it's when I'm breastfeeding. I don't know. Please give me info on this. Do you guys take this? You know, I have been taking it. I like to think it's increased my supply. It's just a little weird when I take it. So I'd like some peace of mind if you can give it to me. So this video, I know, was a little different from my other ones, but this is important to me. I'm a new mom, and I'm trying to educate anyone who will listen as well as learn, because this whole channel is about me trying to be my best and do the best for my baby. And I'm all about learning from other people that know more than I do, and I know there's plenty of them out there. So I would really appreciate your input on these products, and I really appreciate you watching this, and I will see you next time.